got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You 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 got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Yeah, give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole 10 get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you got a Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 The go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you're out there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Of course, I was having some technical difficulties this morning. This is exactly why y'all want to know why I don't ever get on live, why I don't ever do any calls. This is exactly why. Because I am not technically inclined. So let me know if you're out here this morning. Let me see where you're calling from. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm sorry for being late. Ooh, you don't want to see those clothes over there. Look, I got clothes to fold. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Dewana, good morning. Good morning, Kelly. You hear me loud and clear. Good morning, Barbara. And I apologize for being late this morning. Good morning, Philly in the house. Cypress, Texas. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so glad. Good morning, Detroit. Good morning. I don't know what happened. I went live at 7 a.m. and I can't even explain it. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to say the devil. It's just that I guess I didn't know what I was doing. So that is possible. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tell me where you're calling from this good morning. Tell me where you're calling from. Whoop, whoop. Great morning, Green. Is this Grantville, South Carolina? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, before we start, I would like to start out with our daily prayer. Of course, I use my daily word. This is September and October 2021. And this is the daily word for today. And today is Friday, October 8th. And the daily word is about friendship. Make sure you tag everybody. Good morning, Nina. Good morning from Philly. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, today's word is friendship. I am grateful for my friends. All right. I give thanks today for my friends. My friendships are among the great gifts of my life, source of fun during my easiest times and support during my toughest. Friends accept me just as I am. Amen. And their understanding gives me room to grow and change. Friends are the family I choose, and the ties that bind us help give meaning to history. With memories I can treasure, a future I know will be full of love. I let friends know what they mean to me by responding to kind. I'm just sorry. I let friends know what they mean to me by responding in kind. I am supportive when friends are struggling and share their sorrows when they're hurting. I delight in their joys and I love to celebrate their blessings. Amen to that. Throughout all the seasons of life, I am so dependable, present, and accepting as a good friend can be. For my steadfast love is before my eyes, and I walk in faithfulness to you. That's Psalms 26:3. So let's go ahead and get started. I know that I started a little late this morning. I want to apologize for everybody for that. I definitely was having some technical difficulties. Whew, and it kind of threw me off my game, but I'm not going to let it. So this morning, I was just telling Mr. Lloyd that I saw on the news the other day that the time was getting ready to change. It's not going to change, I think, until the first weekend in November. And so, Champ, stay here. Mommy be back. Mommy be back. Look, Champ say, I want to go. Look at Champ. Say, good morning, Champ. Big is still in the bed sleep. But anyway, I was telling him that I wanted to, that the time was going to change in November. And so when the time changes, it's going to be dark here in Houston because the time goes backwards, right? So right now it's what time is it? About seven, I don't know, 7:20, 7:25. Okay. And so now the sun is coming out and it's getting a little light. You can tell it's still a little dark because you see my dusk to dawn lights are still on. And so I'm sorry. I'm not, babe. So I'm going to be working out in my workout room. I wish I could swim on live with you guys, but it'll be difficult for me to do that and, of course, have a conversation with you. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. So, anyway, let me bring up my special guest because he keeps talking. And also, he says that he wouldn't allow me to be on live swimming. He would not allow. You heard that, y'all? He wouldn't have it. He's so funny. But let me go ahead and add. I think I'm having, my Wi Fi is not connected. Okay, good. So, are you guys able to see and hear me well? That's another thing. Okay, so I'm using my Wi Fi. Where are you, babe? Are you here? Oh, there you are. Uh-oh. Okay, we don't hear
Can
you.
y'all hear me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, we can hear you now. Say good morning, good
Hey,
morning, good
good.
morning to my partner in crime.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, Chante has. Listen, I got to tell you that I have been really pleasantly surprised because Chante is not a morning person, okay, at all. And so she has been very diligent with this. But you know what it is? It's commitment. And I think that should be the word for the day. It's like commitment. She made a commitment to do this, and she's followed through on this commitment. I'm serious. Like every other day, she gets up, she handles the business, she drinks the coffee, and she gets out here and she communicates with you. And this is her playing her part. This is one of the many parts that she plays. I love the idea of this. I got to tell you that Sean has been doing this. I've been doing this too. I've been going to the gym. And after the gym, I've been walking. You know why? Because, and I made a commitment too. I stopped drinking. I just did a hard stop on the alcohol. Why? Because going into 2022, I want to have a clear head. I want to have a clear mind. I think that you all deserve a CEO that has a very clear head, that, mind, body, and soul. I think you deserve somebody at the very top that's willing to make sacrifices to make sure that he's capable of making the best decisions all the time. And then, look, when we hit that $1 billion mark, I want to be around. I want to be around to enjoy it, to celebrate it with you all. So I got a shout out to Chante. I'm not gonna dominate this call because
You can dominate it
no, I'm
for
not
me.
gonna dominate it because I need my win. Okay. I don't want to pass out, because this is a long block, okay? But I want to thank all of y'all for getting on here and participating. I think you ought to tell some friends to get out. Whether you're in the same city or not, I think you ought to tell us because it's important, man, that we do things together like this. And I think the commitment starts now. I think if everybody made a commitment to start now, don't wait until everybody else waits. Don't wait until January 1 to make a commitment. Start now. Go into January 1 a new person, looking new, looking better, because I have. So, having said that, I'm about to check out. Matter of fact, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to show you a tool that's important for you to have when you're walking because you never know what you're going to encounter walking around. You ever seen stray dogs and raccoons? You don't know what the hell might pop out, but if something pops out on me, I'm popping back, baby. You see that? Okay. That's a piece of wood. I'm walking tall today. All right. So, having said that, love you guys. I'm checking out Kenny Lord CEO, getting my workout on every day. Love y'all.
What is that all you gonna say to the people this morning, babe? Okay.
Sure, sure, babe. That's it.
Why? We want you to be a part of it. We want you to be a part of it. Okay, so listen, y'all. Let me tell you, because it was the devil this morning, okay? Because he was really trying to get me. I woke up at 5:30. Why this hat look like? Okay, see, y'all see why I don't see why I woke up at 5:30 this morning. Right, Nina? You see it stick? Nina says she cracking up at the. Well, we out here walking in wilderness, okay? We have all kind of stray. Good morning. All kind of things going on out here. Alligators, yes, alligators like Florida. Um, Possums, raccoons, dogs. Not really any stray dogs because we're in a neighborhood, but time to time, some of these people's dogs get out of the gate, and they seem to be pretty friendly. But dogs are dogs. Okay, they will bite, and so we want to make sure that we're safe. And so, of course, when I walk, I don't have my stick, but I do have other things.
Yes, other things. We're not gonna say what it is, but we're gonna give you a tip.
He's so silly. He's so silly. He says, Mr. Lord, worse than my husband. He always, let's see. Let me put some of these comments up. Okay, you said the flare, Lord. Okay, how come we have the flare? Shante, Lord. That's why. That's right. That's exactly why we had a flare. Look, so I got up this morning at 5:30 a.m., okay, to get ready and prepared. I was thinking about doing something other than walking, but I said, no, I haven't completed my workout room. For those of you who I told I have some alligators. That's right, alligators, okay? For those of you who I've told before that I have a workout room, and in my workout room I have a treadmill, I have a stationary bike. What else is in there, babe? Some weights and a stair climber. And when we got our home redone, they put new windows in and they had to cut inside the home, of course, because the windows in the front were oval and we made them square. And so they moved my equipment around. And one of the major ones they moved around was the weight machine. And I haven't had the opportunity to call the company and have them come out to reposition it as well as um, some things. I guess when they moved it, some of the weights and things got off balance. And so, of course, I need them to come out and service it. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't been walking and working out. Look at this Lord losing their way. Ooh. But
Watch him
anyway,
shrink.
we say watch him shrink. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I haven't taken my flare this morning. I'm gonna take my flare after we walk. But good morning. But yeah, I got up early this morning, okay? And when I got up early this morning to prepare for the call, the devil just threw all kind of things in my way. I went live at 7 a.m. and nobody was there. And I'm like, what is going on? And when I went to the Facebook page to see if I was actually live, I wasn't. So I don't know what was going on. So, of course, I had to call Lachelle to bail me out. Lachelle, help. Something is wrong. And so, of course, she came through for a sister. Because I sure needed it this morning, okay? Because I was getting ready to get real frustrated and discouraged. Forget it. I'm not doing it anymore. Y'all can have it. Because you already know it's difficult for me because I'm not used to getting up this early. So I've decided to be committed to work out. I've decided, that's right, teamwork. I decided to be committed to work out. And I'm not going to let any weapons formed against me shall prosper. Woo. Okay, I need to. So I saw some videos. What's her name? Jaylene. Look, I can't remember nobody's name. Jaylene sent me some videos, some good workout videos that we can use. Different little tips to do exercises. I asked everybody if they wanted to join me on the live. I had Jennifer Wilson on Wednesday who joined me on the live to do some workout. She was actually getting ready to go to work, and so she gave us a few tips to in the morning about stretching. Then she also told me that she had some recipes for the Cia tea as well as the Caprice coffee that she was going to share, and we can share with you guys, and we can share those coffee recipes on Conversations with Chante Lord about Caprice. I think Mr. Lord has changed the name of it, right? I don't know. That's why we haven't put the banner out. But
Thank you.
anyway,
Thank you. Man, this, you and Kevin Harris, y'all just
okay, we can
tell
hear
all the
you.
tea prematurely.
Who you talking to me?
Good.
Oh, I didn't know if you was on the phone or if you was talking to me. Well, I wasn't sure. I mean, we're not sure. Okay, yes, stretching is very good. I'm not sure because they're still playing around and working with the
Who's playing around? Nobody playing around.
nobody playing around. Well, the call is the third week, so this is technically October the 1st was the first. Well, so actually, yesterday was the first Thursday. And the second Thursday is next week. So the following Thursday, the Coffee and Conversations with Caprice is going to be on
Not
the
with Caprice.
third Thursday. Well,
Not with Caprice.
it's not with Caprice.
Coffee and
Coffee.
Conversations with Chante, sponsored by Caprice Coffee.
Okay. Coffee and Conversations with Chante, sponsored by Caprice Coffee. Okay. Okay. We're going to go with whatever you say, Mr. Lloyd,
Finally.
with this stick.
Finally. Finally.
Finally.
Finally.
He said that I don't listen to him, but that's not true.
Whatever.
Babe, I don't listen to you. I'm not a wife that leads.
Could be lucky I'm mic'd up.
I told everybody they can hear you.
Oh, well,
They can hear you, right?
y'all
Can
know that.
y'all hear him over here talking?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you? God, I wish I could take Big and Champ walking. They want to stop and smell every mailbox, pee on every mailbox, which is a typical man, right? Trying to mark their territory. Why is
Why
that?
you think I'm walking around the block?
Exactly. Hey, Aunt Rosalind. Good morning. Okay, so me and my Aunt Rosalind, we're gonna be riding bikes this evening. Okay. That's right, 1021. Thank you so much, Megan. Thank you so much. Okay, so Megan got it down. 1021. Coffee and Convo with Chante Lloyd, sponsored by Caprice. That will be it. And of course, it's going to be on the Tava HQ page as well as my
Have a good
personal
time
page.
this morning.
Good morning. And so we're going to have a banner. We're going to put that banner out. And then I also ask for people to send in things that they want to talk about, topics. I haven't received not one. Y'all don't follow directions. What's going on? Y'all got to send some stuff in, okay? Let's not wait till the last minute because I got to get my mind right. Okay? I got to get my mind right for stuff like that. Y'all just don't know. This is something new for me. And again, I'm not a person to talk on the line, but I'm trying to do better. Okay? So if I can do better, you guys got to do better, okay? You guys got to do better. So let's talk about actually I want to talk about the word of the day, which was about friendship. And I have a lot of great, wonderful friends that, okay, so as you can see, just in case you guys don't know, I'm a lefty. And they seem to not make anything for left handed people. I wonder if I turn my phone on this way. How's that? But then you can't see Mr. Lloyd.
I don't want you to see me.
I want them to see you, honey,
Why?
because they're the only reason you're on the call. It's because you're here. They don't want to see me.
I don't need to be seen. They
They
want to
don't
see
want to
you.
work out with Chante.
They want to see you.
So is my camera okay? I think I'm gonna turn it back the other way because I'm having a hard time. And you know what? This is difficult holding the phone and walking and talking. I don't know how people do it. How people that's always on social media all the time.
They have apparatuses. They
They
put
have
all this stuff on
apparatuses.
your head.
Okay, well maybe I need to get something to put on my head. But if I put it on my head, then the phone is going to be at the top. So it has to be something
What you
there.
gonna do? You gotta do it right.
Okay, so I'm sure they have a
Is
lot
that
of.
the neighbor's house behind us right
Yes, this is the neighbor's house behind us.
here? See?
Yes. Okay, so what was I going to say? We're going to talk about friendships.
No, it's not.
Okay, yes, it is. This one right here. Yeah, and this is the one with all the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You see the little dogs right there? Look, they looking at us. We don't have Big and Champ with us. Our neighbors next door have a well, not next door, but on the next street behind us, have about a 5 or 6 big dogs. They are rescue dogs, and of course my dogs are really little, and they don't know they little, right? And they be barking and running up and down the uh, gate, playing with the dogs, and the dogs love them. The dogs love them. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to walk, talk, put comments up. Okay, I am doing a darn thing. But anyway, I hope you guys are working out, whatever you're doing. And so, two things I want to talk about. I want to talk about you guys emailing me. Make sure you email me to let me know if you want to work out with me. You could be side by side on the screen, or you can do it, host it on your own, which would be even better. It'll give me a break, right? Nah. And then I want to talk about friendships. So I am a person that have long-lasting friendships, people that I've been friends with since junior high. Yes, I have a lot of girlfriends. But what I love about my friends is even though we may not talk often, even though we may not see each other often, when I pick up a phone and call them, or they pick up a phone and call me, it's like we never stop talking to each other. Like we've always talked to each other and we talk to each other on a daily basis. I'm not a person that talks on the phone a lot at all. Um, I'm just not a person that does that. And so my friends are so important to me because I do have my girlfriends that I do see and hang out with often, and we go and do different things. But I really appreciate them. I think I told you guys last week. I I didn't call them. This is when you know you have some real friends. I had to, let's see, Lachelle said, yes, no, grateful for the real friends, old and new. That's right. Amen to that. And so I needed some help with setting up for the diamond dinner because the crew that I hired to come early to set up did not show up, right? So I didn't worry about it. It rained all day, half the day actually, on Friday, and the event was going to be outside in the backyard. And so um, I didn't call anybody. I just said, hey, I'm going to make it do what it do because I hate to inconvenience people. That's my personality. I hate to call people at the last minute, even though I really needed the help. But when you have friends and they are true friends, you don't even have to call them. They knew I was having something and they just reached out and called me. Hey, two of them did. Hey, Chante, what you doing over there? Do you need some help? Yes, Lord, please. I need some help. Thank you so much. Then another one called about an hour later. Hey, what you doing over there? Do you need some help? Yes, Lord. Praise God, I need some help. And then my mother was going to get my nephew, thought she had to go pick him up from school, and she didn't. And of course, then she was downstairs to help. So God always shows up and shows out when he's supposed to. And the friends that you have will show up too as well. And so I have all type of friends, you know. A little secret, when I met Kenny, I have a group of friends. Kenny and I are 11 years apart, and I have a group of friends that are Kenny's age. So that made it really good because, and I said a group because it's about six of them. Because they're all, you know, you become friends through friends, right? And so I was friends with a young lady, and these were her group of friends. And then I became friends with these young ladies probably over 20, let's see, 20, see, 22, 23 years ago, right? And so me and these ladies are still friends. And so they are, where you going? One more time, baby. That is a beautiful house. He talking about a beautiful house right here. Look, he's basking in all his hard work, right? Which is definitely nothing wrong with that. But anyway, and so um, I got a chance to meet a group of friends that was his age, that he can be able to talk to and relate to, and you know, because it makes it kind of difficult when you have friends that when you have a big age difference, um, you know, you feel like you really don't have anything in common with those people. And so that made it even better in our relationship because when he moved here from Houston, Texas, I was the only person. Oh, you're right. Moved here to Houston, Texas from Atlanta, Georgia. And I was the only person that he knew other than his college roommate, or not even his roommate. Y'all were roommates. Y'all just played on the basketball team together, right? That's how we met. He came here to go to his wedding reception, and so happened he and the woman that he was marrying at the time both worked with me at United Airlines. Well, at the time it was Continental Airlines, but now it's United Airlines. And so those friendships cultivated. So I have different groups of friends. It's funny because I entertain all the time. I appreciate and love all of them. And because I entertain all the time, I've always been an entertainer. I grew up an only child, and I've always had birthday parties every year. As a child, my mother used to give me birthday parties, and every year I would celebrate my birthday. And so it's funny because now, when you get older, so much is going on. A lot of times I don't plan, I'm not in the mood to have those big celebrations. And I rather just kind of have them small and then have the big celebrations for milestones. But of course, when you have a lot of friends and you know a lot of people, it makes it very difficult because if you have an event or if you have a get together and some of your friends, you don't invite everybody, then everybody gets mad and have an attitude with you. And it's not intentional because I have so many girlfriends, I can't invite everybody to everything all the time. And so it makes it very difficult for me because people feelings get hurt, people get in their feelings. And I also like to, I mean, I don't know how many of you all like to do this too, but I also like to have events where I invite different groups, you know, to different events. Let me give you an example. When Kenny and I started our journey with network marketing, and most of you know that if you are involved in network marketing, then you breathe, you eat, you sleep network marketing, multi-level marketing. And then the people that you're in business with, people that you're making money with, become people that you hang out with on a daily basis, right? I mean, you are making money, y'all traveling in the business, even though you may be traveling all over the world to all these different cities and states and countries. Very few times do you get a chance to enjoy that place that you're traveling to. You're basically just there to take care of business. And so what happens is you end up, um, you know, eating and partying and doing things with people that are in the business with you because you're in your grind right now. You're trying to make your money. And so when we were in our previous companies, our friends used to get jealous because we never had time to spend with them. You know, we didn't have time to hang out with them like we
I
used
wouldn't say
to.
jealous. I would say that they were disappointed.
They were disappointed.
Not
You're
jealous.
right.
They were
Okay, that was the
disappointed
wrong word.
that we didn't spend time the time that we
Yes,
used to spend with them. Not
yes.
jealous. They were disappointed.
And I agree. And I apologize for that. Let me change that word. It wasn't jealous. It was just, and I don't mean jealous in a negative way, though.
Yeah, but see, you got to be careful words you
Yeah,
use.
you do have to
They
be
were not
careful with
jealous. They were
words.
disappointed.
Yes, they were disappointed, right? And so, of course, when I did have an event, and if I invited everybody, then they didn't get a chance to spend quality time with Kenny and I. Because, we the life of the party, right? No, I'm just kidding. Kenny's the life of the party. There he is. That's the life of the party right there. But um, so what I have learned and mastered is when I have get-togethers, I do them in groups. So if I decide to have something with my girlfriends, I'll invite a certain group that I know will mingle with the other group, Not that anybody likes anybody or dislikes anybody. I just make sure I couple the right people up because some people need more attention than others, right? And nothing is wrong with that. So, saying that, I love, love, love my friends. We and my family members, we always show up. I was just saying yesterday, one of my cousins, she and I, out of all 27 first cousins on my mother's side, she and I are the only ones that are, well, now we have a new cousin. Well, actually, that's a third generation, but um, we are the only ones who share a birthday in October, in the month of October. So hers was yesterday, October the 7th, and mine is on October the 15th. And I was talking to her yesterday, and this is, some serious conversation. This is conversation that we need to talk about with coffee. But we were talking about family, um, things that are passed down from bad character, bad habits, things that maybe your mom did or your dad did, or things that you thought was right. And then you realize it wasn't. And some people learn and understand that soon, and some people don't. Some people have to go to um, therapy. We talked about that the other day. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with sitting down and talking to someone about your issues or your concerns or your relationship or just to keep yourself on track. Actually, Kenny and I was just talking about that yesterday. And also me and my cousin, she turned 40 on yesterday. And I really wish that I could have gone. She lives in Dallas. I really wish that I could have gone to her sleepover. She's having a sleepover with her girlfriends and, just celebrate her because we talked about too is all of my cousins, all of my family members, my mother comes from a family of 10, and all of my cousins, we all live here in Houston, Texas. And so when you don't have people that live in other cities and other states, you don't really have the opportunity to travel. So I do have one cousin who lives in Dallas, Texas. And because she's not here, she's basically removed from all the issues and family drama and which is probably a good thing, right? But anyway, I was talking to her about just really letting go of those things, really understanding that it's not you, and that if you have to separate yourself and have some you time and disconnect, even from your parents, and I'm not saying in a negative way, I'm just saying that sometimes you have to be careful with what you allow in your mind, spiritually. You have to be careful because friends could be negative, family members could be negative, Your parents could be negative, and sometimes some people's spouses, could be negative. And so that energy can affect you as a person. So you have to get yourself, your life, your mind together, and you have to like not allow those things to come into your space. And I'm really good with that. Even though I am the person after my grandma has passed away to keep my family together and the glue together. And it's very difficult because you have so many people, so many personalities, and so many, just mad, angry. They don't like you. They like you. They mad at you. I don't really get involved in all of that. If my mother and her siblings are into it, I don't get involved in all that. I just keep everybody together, keep going forward. And what I've learned to do and what I've always done, and I think this is just a something that I learned from my mother, a characteristic of my mother actually. And then it also may be a little bit of me growing up as an only child and then being single for so long. I know how to accommodate everybody else, but not let it affect me. If I want to do it, fine. If I don't want to do it, fine. Give you an example. I tell my girlfriends all the time, I'm an adult. If you're having something with your other girlfriends and I call you, hey girl, what you doing? I'm going to go to happy hour with XYZ. And you don't have to feel like, okay, well, you have to ask me to come because my feelings will get hurt. Or if you didn't invite me, my feelings will get hurt. Or if I say I can't come, if you do invite me and I say, girl, I'm not going to be able to make it, I don't want to feel like I have to give you an explanation or a reason why I am not going to be able to make it. I'm just not going to be able to make it. I owe you enough respect to tell you, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it, maybe another time, and leave it at that. you know, I don't owe you why, none of that. Okay. I just owe you the common courtesy and respect to say, hey, I'm not going to be able to go, or hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. And I am really good with that. Okay. That's just like it reminds me of when I was growing up. And even some of the youngsters, and people may do this now today. If that's okay, you can work out later, Dolores. If someone walk up to you, ask you your name, you really don't want to be bothered with the guy. You say, oh, my name Pam, or my name's Susan. Hey, my name's Chante. If I don't want to talk to you, I don't have to talk to you. If I don't want to, I don't have to make up a name or make up something that I'm not. Hey, it is what it is. Either you like it or you don't. And so that's kind of what I do in life. So back to my cousin. So I'm so glad that she has decided, because it's so best. Because keep in mind, she's not married, don't have any children. And so in my mind, when you don't have any children and you're not married, you're not responsible for anybody but yourself. Okay. Your mother, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your neighbor, the pastor, they're all responsible for themselves, and you're responsible for yourself. And so a lot of times we take on other people's issues, our family member issues, and it affects our life. And it shouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? Because that person issue is not your issue. And sometimes you have to realize, you have to pray for that person, not let them go, but pray that they see and understand and learn one day, but that it doesn't affect you, your life, your mind, your goals, what you're trying to do, because those things can get in the way. And when those things get in the way, then God does not send you what it is that you may be wanting. If you want to be married, if you want to have kids, He's not sending it to you because there are some issues in your life that you need to get past, that you need to learn from in order to add someone to your life. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, and I still operate like this today. Um, Even though my cousin's the one that's 40, and I have a lot of them, but all of them that are younger than me, I try my best, even though they're my peers. They're not my children, they're all adults, but I try to operate as the big cousin. You know what I mean? I try to make sure I'm doing the right thing. So when they look at me, they see, okay, she tries to do the right thing. She tries to not get involved. She tries to be an example. You know what I mean? Even my brother and I are 20 years apart. When I was 20 years old, my mother had a child. And so me and my brother are 20 years apart. So he's more like my son than my brother. And so even we have a very good relationship, but I don't treat him like he's my brother. I treat him like he's my son. And I just do certain things in front of him, or I don't do certain things in front of him because it's just out of respect, because that's just who I am. My mother lives in the house with me, my mom. And I've had this conversation before. It's just certain things that I don't feel comfortable with doing in front of my mother. And I'm 52 years old. I'll be 52 next week on the 15th. But I still have that sense of that's my mother. I need to, be responsible and not do certain things that will that is not good, or even if it's not good, or if it's not anything wrong with it, it's just a certain level of respect. And I do that too with my cousins. All of my cousins, who are all grown, a lot of them are remarried, a lot of them have children, but I still try to operate with dignity, respect, and I try to show them, hey, this is how you should do it. It's okay to party with your kids, it's okay to have a good time with my mom, but it's to a certain extent, and that's just who I am, right? I don't care if alcohol legal. I don't care what's legal. Okay. I still just feel like I want to have that separated because it makes me feel like, okay, good. I can have time with my friends. And I don't want my mom to be knowing what me and my friends be doing. I mean, me and my friends be having fun. We be turning up. We have a good time. And so I don't want them to know what it is that I'm doing. I don't want them in my business like that. And even I have some aunts and some uncles, a couple uncle and a couple of aunts who are I have allowed and I have added them to my friend group, right? So they're my aunts, and but I've also added them now to my friend group. So now they kind of hang out with me and my friends if I'm doing something, that I want them to be a part of. But I wouldn't invite them on my girls' trip, with my friends. Cause because even though in a lot of ways they're kind of finding themselves at a later age in life and they want to get out and have a good time. Well, guess what? You and your friends need to go do that. You can't do that with me and my friends because I can't let you see how me and my friends really turn up. Well, we don't really turn up, babe. We don't, I mean, you know what I mean. But anyway, anyway, I've really enjoyed you guys this morning. I hope that you're getting your workout on. I don't know what you do to work out. A lot of you are probably in the gym. And thank you. A lot of you probably are like me who's just walking in the neighborhood. I'm just glad to be able to do it 3 days a week to get out and about. Actually, I did it 4 days, even though I've committed to go live with you guys on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. I work out other days in between, and so that may be swimming uh, or walking because I do enjoy getting out and about. And I want to go bike riding. I do have a bike. I talked about earlier that my aunt and I and some of my friends and some of her friends, we're going to do a late night bike ride this evening with a group of people, and that's going to be a lot of fun. They rent the bikes and they have lights on the bikes, and they play music, and so that's going to be something different and new and fun. And I'll be doing that this evening, so I'll get some more workout in. I'm sorry, trying to pop up and read the comments and walk. Once I start doing this more and more and more, I'll get better. And I do want to apologize again for being late this morning because I am not, I am a person. Definitely, what I need to work on most is communication. That's another reason why I don't talk a lot because sometimes what I say may come out a wrong way, and I don't mean it that way in my heart. But a lot of times my presentation is not always the best, my communication. So that's why I just don't say anything or I definitely don't get on social media because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or say the wrong thing or someone to perceive the wrong thing because cancel culture is very real right now. You people feel like they can't have freedom of speech and say what they want. Everybody's feelings get hurt and everybody get in their feelings. So I just try to be careful with that. And even before that, that was just my thing. Um, baby, they can hear you. You don't care. He's just talking and talking and talking. But anyway, so I try to be careful with what I say. And so, of course, this morning, what I was saying was I'm not really an on time person, but when I commit to something, then I definitely want to be on time. And so this morning, I was not on time. And again, I want to apologize for that and let you guys know that won't happen again. It's so funny, I got up early, 30 minutes earlier than I normally would to make sure everything went okay. And I don't know why, what made me get up 30 minutes early. I think I just got up at 5:28 a.m. to use the restroom. And then I thought to myself, you know what? There's no need for me to lay down for 30 more minutes. My alarm is getting ready to go off. And I need to go ahead and get ready for the call. And when I did that, it was all messed up, okay? All messed up. But I'm so glad that you guys hung on and decided to stick in with me and came and popped on. And so don't forget that I do want to bring some people to work out with me because I want you to be able to talk and we can have things to talk about because I just be talking about stuff that basically just happened, things that just happened, like the conversation I had with you about my cousin on yesterday and different things of that nature. So, and even, with Kenny. So I want you to go out and go have a wonderful, wonderful Tava Friday and Tava weekend. Today is payday. Whoop, 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 whoop. Who's going to be getting paid today? Let's see. Wait a minute. See, Chante Lloyd was on time. $100, please. Okay. I was on time, but it didn't work out well for me. It did not work out well for me. I don't know what happened, but that's okay. We're going to get it fixed. We're going to make sure that that doesn't happen again. In my power, it doesn't happen again. And so I just want to thank you guys. You guys make sure that you are on training tomorrow. We're going to have a training tomorrow. Training is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's so important for you guys to get on the training calls. I don't think you all understand the importance of being on training calls. I know that a lot of times you think that you know everything and that you've heard it all. Well, in that case, you ought to be the $1 million earners with Tava, right? I know you making a killing, okay, in the business if you know everything, because even I don't know everything, okay? Even I don't even know everything about the business, and I'm a CEO. So it's nothing wrong with not knowing, and it's always good to be supportive. Supportive is so important because when you get on the call, you want people to get on there and support you too as well. And so I also want to remind you that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see by Pink Tava. So let me tell y'all something so funny. I don't have my bottoms. And the reason why I don't have my bottoms is because the first set that I had was too tight. Like I've gained that COVID weight and it was too tight and I gave it away to my girlfriend who is an AKA. Now keep in mind I'm not an AKA, and when I chose these colors, I just chose these colors because pink and green looks good together. Like if I wear a pink dress, I may wear some green shoes and green purse. Has nothing to do with AKA, okay? Has nothing to do with when I wear red, has nothing to do with deltas. I love you guys, I love you ladies, but it has nothing to do with it. Let me tell y'all something so quick and so funny. I had a young lady, and she know who she is. I'm not even gonna say who came to Houston last weekend and was present at the golf tournament, and she would not wear because the Tava hat had pink on it like this, and then I think up in here somewhere it had a little green on it, and then a couple of shirts had pink with a little green on it. She wouldn't buy it because it was pink and green, and she a Delta. And I thought to myself, really? That is too funny. And you talk about commitment. That is truly commitment. And I wish you guys would be committed to Tava like that because your bank account will be booming. How many people that are AKAs and Deltas that their bank accounts are booming? What does that have to do with it? What does the color have to do with it? I guess the Crips and the Bloods feel the same way, right? So I guess the AKAs and Deltas are the same. I don't know. But anyway, when I chose this pink and green, it had nothing to do with AKAs, but we don't have any of these colors anymore. And I guess in the future, I'll make sure. I guess I shouldn't do a red workout outfit, right? Because then people would think it's Delta. You think? I don't know. But anyway, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But anyway, go out, have a great weekend. Make sure you're on all the training calls. I think they have a training call on tomorrow. I don't think I know at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I think there are other calls that's going on. So you guys have a great weekend. Hey, Brittany Christian. I look good. Thank you, girl. Thank you. And so, oh, this is what I was saying. So those pants didn't fit, and I had some more tops left. And so I have the tops, but I don't have any pink bottoms. But I did throw on my white bottoms, and underneath here, I have my Tava. We have the new waist cincher. So you got to get you one to get that waist snatched. So you guys go out and have a great day. I love you. Mwah. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming on and working out with me. And I will see you guys on Monday. Let me take three.
Gotta top it like style, give life. 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 Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Real boss. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Yeah. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta top it lifestyle, give life. 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 The go top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.